So what should we fill this room with in order to hide a key? And there has to be at least one door coming off of it then, right? If there's a
Also,
hidden
like the
key.
hidden keys in this room.
Yeah. It's like what was that game show from the oh god, you're probably too young. Uh uh old people in the chat. What was that kids game show where they just went into a room and just had to wreck a room? It wasn't Crystal Maze, it was for kids.
I immediately thought of Crystal Maze.
It was like there was a house and like the front's cut off and they had to go through rooms and just find stuff, but they just wrecked the rooms. It was brilliant. I just wanted to be on one of those shows.
Actually, I can't remember if it was the Crystal Maze or if it was something else, but it was like it was set in an island, and there's like one point, throughout the course of the game, the team would lose members. It's
Oh,
like
was it
you'd go.
Jungle Run?
Jungle Run was haunting. Those monkeys just terrified me.
Elvis said, "Why do I remember their names but not the name of the show that I'm trying to remember?"
I think I remember Jungle. I think it was Jungle Run. I recognize the monkeys. But like somebody would get trapped in a cave, and because I was just a kid, I was like, "Oh man, I can't believe that kid now has to spend the rest of their life in that cave."
uh, Raven the Island, Callum suggests. A spin-off of the Raven. Raven? No one ever beat the Raven, did they? That obstacle course at the end was just too hard.
I think I recognize that because I remember like a guy transforming into a raven.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was hot.
Yeah, I remember Raven and Jungle Run because they were two shows where I would have loved to have been on. Well, maybe not Jungle Run because, like I said, the monkeys were terrifying.
Oh, apparently people did beat the Way of the Warrior. I'm being told. I know only like 3 people ever completed Takeshi's Castle. It was kind of unfair. Oh, it's going to really bug me what that show was now. I might have to head to Google. How is my Google through?
There was another show that had a similar thing of like people being left, kids being left behind, but it was it Trapped or something like that?
That is after my time, I'm afraid.
It was a really weird thing because it was the kids would like start on the top floor of like a tower.
I know what
And
you mean because I've heard a fun factoid that the woman from Come Outside does the voice.
um,
Watch some
but
of
yeah, it
these
was.
and just like use the puzzles from them in my games.
But no, it was just one of those things where it was you had all these challenges, and every one there was a traitor,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh,
some of
kind of
them,
like Werewolf.
I kind of, um, but it was
I
like the
found it.
way it worked was if they passed the challenge, then the
Mm-hmm.
traitor was automatically trapped.
Uh,
But if they failed the challenge, they got a chance to vote for who they thought the traitor was.
Interesting.
Mm.
So the show I'm thinking of was called Finders Keepers, and it's from 1993. Sorry, 1991.
Yeah, it's a tad before I would have been watching anything. It's only like 7 years older than me.
It was presented by Neil Buchanan. You must know who that is, right?
The boy.
Right?
The name is familiar. That's all I can say.
It's Art Attack.
This is
That'll be
not.
why the name is familiar.
So nostalgia in the chat. Let's make a Finders